Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla TV, here to talk to you today about the Danny Gray Weekday seat for Harley. You should be considering a Weekday saddle if you're looking for something with a lower profile than your OEM seat, but something with a similar touring range and capability. These things are made for just about every big twin on the market today. Dyna, Softail, Touring Fellows, you're all covered. Installation on this saddle, like most seats, is a simple one beard on our BSD, our beard scale of difficulty. Out of 3 beards, this is just a 1. It's very easy. Most of you should be able to get it done in the garage in no time flat. Let's get right into the Weekday. We'll talk about what's out there, what's available, and what makes this thing sort of a top-of-the-line premium seat. So first things first, you're looking at a Weekday 2-Up right now. The Weekday comes in a couple flavors. You got Weekday Solo, Weekday 2-Up, which you can see we have in front of us, room for a passenger on there. And there's also, for your touring guys, the Weekday 2-Up XL, which is similar to the 2-Up. It's got a little bit more padding on the back, a little wider rear section for your passenger. So there's really 3 flavors this saddle is going to come in. You can choose what's going to fit your ride best. Now, the seat we're checking out today has a cool flame stitch pattern in here. Danny Gray offers some flame stitching on some of their seats. It jumps out. It lets people know that you're not riding on a stock saddle as soon as they lay eyes on your bike. This stitching is laid into a leather cover. It is one of the things that sets Danny Gray aside from a lot of the other seat manufacturers. Being that this is leather, it's going to patina, it's going to wear naturally over time. It's going to get that lived-in look. So if you kind of like that old favorite comfy pair of jeans look on your seat, the Danny Gray Weekday is going to get you there because, again, it's going to age naturally. Leather continues to sort of live on after it's off the animal, and it does wear in. It looks great. You can see also, too, here this contrasting vinyl panel. This allows the seat to have a little bit of flex so the cover doesn't wind up tearing. Leather is a little bit more delicate than vinyl, and what this does is allows a little bit of flex between the 2 sections, allows the seat cover to have a little bit of movement to keep it from looking shoddy as the years wear on. So flipping this puppy over, the first thing everybody sees is this completely fully carpeted pan on here. I love this. It gives the seat a great finished look. This thing looks right and tight. It doesn't have any ugly seams or hardware hanging out of it, and it's going to protect your paint. If you're somebody who goes back and forth between a Solo and a 2-Up, you've heard me say before, this will help keep your paint looking good for longer. The pan underneath here, which you can't see, is a fiberglass pan. Fiberglass is arguably one of my favorite pan materials. I like it because it's stiff, it's not particularly heavy, and holds up really well. That support that it gives makes sure that you have a nice firm ride because you've got a pan that's not going to break down over time underneath you. So flipping this thing back over, let's chat about that install. We talked about it being a 1 beard on our beard scale of difficulty out of 3 beards. It's really, really simple. Like most seats, you're going to have the tongue at the front. It's going to slide into that slot in the frame. And at the back, you're just going to have a simple point of attachment. Depending on what your, what bike you have, you may have a Torx bolt back there. You may have a 1/4 inch. You may have something with a Phillips or a flathead. It all depends. But with one basic hand tool, you should be able to pop off that fastener, throw this seat onto your bike, throw the fastener back on, and you should be set to roll down the road. It's really quite simple. I love the Danny Gray series of seats. I love the leather covers they use. They smell, they look, they wear fantastically. My opinion is not the only one that matters, though. Click below, check out what some other riders who are already rocking a Danny Gray have to say about them on their bikes. If you've got some questions I didn't answer, get in touch with us. 877-792-9455 will get you Gear Geek live on the horn. You can always drop us an email, cs@revzilla.com. I'm Lemmy. I'm out of here.